I just want to kind of welcome you into the new year. Other than the future sessions about golems, collective trauma, cognitive biases, mimetic learning and making, and many other subjects, we not only want to carry on with the dialogues, but we want to see it grow. In order to do that, we are facing a problem of sustainability. Let me be brief and address some of the practicalities. So far, all the sessions have been free, but there have been hidden costs, and we've been covering them, not just with our time, but financially, including service providers, Zoom, mailing services, hosting, and equipment. And all of this isn't really feasible in the long term. But we don't want the dialogues to disappear. On the contrary, we think it's just about to bloom. Many of you have been asking about this, and I'm really excited to say that we've created a YouTube channel where we'll be posting videos of past sessions. And in order to make the dialogue sustainable, and with hopes for it to grow even more in the future, we've created a way for the community to support us through Patreon. For those who don't know what Patreon is, it's the biggest platform that allows people to support their favorite creators. And I'd like to talk a little bit about the philosophy behind our choices. Our live monthly sessions will always be free, but access to past dialogue sessions will be on a subscription basis. There are various tiers that allow you to access the content according to how much you're comfortable giving, and all tiers give you the same thing. It's important to us to make the content accessible to a wide range of people. So there are 5 tiers on Patreon, and the first starts at €2 per month, and there's an option to give more according to means and preferences. We'll upload a new video monthly from the past sessions. The first session of the dialogues is already online with the fantastic conversation we had with Jane Clatworthy, Michael Pearce and Connor Walton. And to start the cycle rolling on the 7th, we'll also upload the session with Vincent Desiderio and Bernardo Siciliano. From then on the 7th of every month, we'll upload a session. Editing takes a bit of time, especially when it's just 2 people balancing the dialogues with a lot of other commitments. But honestly, contributing on Patreon is more about asking for your support so the dialogues can keep going. We don't really buy into exclusivity, so the content will be available to our supporters on Patreon for a year, after which we'll share it publicly. And we're pretty fully aware that this is not the typical logic of pay to play, or more money equating more access to services, and that's intentional, because we don't buy into the economic motives behind that way of thinking. Anyway, it's all very transparently explained in Patreon and broken down to show our various goals. We also know that asking for contributions when there isn't so much content out there for free is a huge ask, and we thank you for that. And yet we also know that something claiming to be free is almost never really free. Although our live sessions are free, they aren't really in that we've been covering the costs, and the cost of free content is usually covered either by institutional backing, advertisement, or increasingly, and it's come out a lot in 2020, commercializing data. We strongly believe that the arts, along with education, including research and health, are the triadic pillars of society that are too often underpaid and wither away in a profit-based system. So the idea is to gather enough to allow the dialogues to continue and to grow. So please check it out. Do whatever seems to be the norm today, like liking and following and subscribing. The more visibility we have, the better. Invite your friends to dialogue and forward the information to other thinkers and makers. We're really not planning on going anywhere, but we do need to make the dialogue sustainable. So to sum up, we've got great sessions planned for 2021. We have a YouTube channel that shares past sessions from 2020, a Patreon page, and plenty of ideas about how to grow. So we're asking for your help and input to make all that happen.